I'm joined now by Kyle Reese, also known as Blooded the Brave. Hey, how you going, man?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Really good, really good. It's good to chat to you finally.
Man, it's great to be here. It's a dream come true.
Can you give us a
I'm
bit
not
of...
lying.
Yeah, it's always funny hearing that. Can you give us a bit of a history into your music production and also your awesome vocals too?
Yes, sir. I am a rapper, as some people might know. I have been in the hip hop rap world since about the year 2000. I mean, I grew up, with it, but I started battle rapping back in 99 to 2000, 2002, and then I built a studio about 2002, started dropping mixtapes, up until about 2008, and then I just started taking it real serious and trying to put together albums. I grew up in a household of music. My older brother was in a metal band. He still is, as of 20 years. And I'm lucky to, grow up around, be yourself, celebrate yourself. And, there's nothing wrong with loud music and, letting your voice be heard. But I dropped my first album on iTunes in 2011, The Peacemaker, and dropped one last year called Peace in 2015.
It is a very unique thing that you're bringing to Synthwave. Hip-hop, rap, sort of vocals, mixed with 80s inspired synth production, and it really works so well. It is quite a new thing in the scene. I think this is very rare that I've seen glimmers of it before, but it's a very rare thing, and it hasn't been done well before either, until yourself, I think. But I'm curious, what are your major influences in your music, do you think?
Well, I really appreciate that, Marco, because the synthwave community is a huge influence on me. I'm the biggest fan of everyone out there who's listening and makes creative synthwave, retrowave music. I love it. Myself, my influences are in hip hop. I mean, film is a big influence, video games, all of it. I try and give people music they can feel, but what really influenced me when I was young was, Kid and Play, Chuck D, Hall & Notes, Metallica, Pink Floyd. I'm a huge Pink Floyd guy. Their lyrics were something that I try to embody, make people, give them something to think about. But really, when it comes to hip hop, I would say Nas is I tell people Nas is my second dad. I really, I studied him a lot and followed him around. I went to a lot of his shows around the country. Rakim is a big influence. Tupac. I mean, as long as you had something real to say, genuine, and you came from the heart, I probably listen to your music. I listen to a lot of Alice in Chains and Stone Temple Pilots, and I like everything. I love it all.
Now, your brilliant new album, Come With Me If You Want to Live, only just came out last week, featuring a feast of outstanding collaborative tracks with a whole range of A-list synthwave producers. It's obviously been a long but rewarding process for you. A huge undertaking putting it together and working with so many others, I can only imagine. Plus the videos, artwork, and everything else involved. Can you give us a bit of an insight into what the process was like for you? And also, what was it like working with so many talented synth producers?
Man, it was awesome. It was it's something I've been working on in my mind for the last couple of years. It really started. I used to do 80s rap tapes where I would rap over 80s instrumentals, or I would get Pat Benatar and loop it, or I would get soundtrack music and loop the music and rap over them. And I was going and doing live shows rapping over Don Henley Boys of Summer at a rap show, and people were like, they didn't know what to think. But it's been awesome. I dropped a 80s tape, Born to Rebel, in 2013, and Wave Shaper was kind enough to let me use an instrumental on that project. And since then, I've really wanted to work with all synthwave producers, and this was kind of my undertaking. And it just started song by song. I mean, that's all I listen to is synthwave. So my playlist in my car, everywhere I go, everyone I'm around, they're like, aren't you a rapper? And I'm like, yeah, can't you rap over this? Like, I can rap over this, like. But really, it was song by song, and the Kyle Reese name is something like my friends kind of bestowed upon me a couple years ago, because my music is really considered rebellion or resistance music, and they're like, you're obsessed with the 80s, you are the resistance, you're Kyle Reese, you came to warn everybody. And I'm like, yes, I am Kyle Reese, and then since then I've taken the name. I went full-fledged into this project, and I made a theme around it. The guys that are on the album are just amazing. I found some of them through your show. I mean, without you, I'm hunting them. I mean, I had no clue. And then, you know, me and him are great friends now. We talk all the time. His music's amazing. You know, I really just kind of asked these artists, hey, do you mind? And to my surprise, some of them were like, go for it. Like Celery, LA Dreams, one of my favorite musicians in the world. He said, I'd be honored. And when he said that, I said, all right, I'm going to make this a song of my life. You know, every one of these songs, I took it as this song is going to be a project in itself, because I was so honored to have, like, you know, these guys working with me. And I mean, First Impressions, Demi K was down. There was tons of guys that were down that were just busy doing other projects, but I might be able to get them on new projects. And they're kind enough to be fans and help me out. And I mean, really, without Wave Shaper and Robert Parker, you know, years ago being nice and at least talking to me, I wouldn't even have think I'd been able to get these guys on the record or be on your show. Because like I said, this is a dream, because I love all of this music.
That's so cool, man. That's so cool. You must be so pleased that it's happened then. It's finally out, because
yeah.
I mean, I'd be pretty blown away working with so many talented guys as well, and that it's become, you know, that your dream has become a reality, I guess.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, because when I went out to Los Angeles to film something for my buddy, because I do media and like you said, the music videos, I do cinematography work. And right before I left, he called me and he said, why don't you shoot your first Synthwave music video out here like Grand Theft Auto? He's like, this is the perfect, this is the setting. And I'm like, you're right, this is it. So the whole time I was out there, we filmed, and I had the Hello Meteor song done. And we shot the music video on the Santa Monica Pier, and it's like, this is perfect. This is 80s. This is it. And while I was out there, it was all coming together. The album was coming together, and I came home, and I had a major health crisis that I just like recovered from. Ooh. And through the recovery process, I was listening. I tell people on Twitter, I was clutching onto Synthwave, and I literally was, because I couldn't even stomach. I wasn't really even alive, and the only thing that could keep me going was like the upbeat, positive, you know, vibes I get from Synthwave. And I started getting better and better, and then I just started knocking out the tracks, and it was done. And while I was sick, I was watching Terminator, studying for the album, and all of a sudden he said, "What day is it?" and the cop said, "May 12th." And I said, "That's it. That's the day I'm dropping the album. It's gonna happen."
So cool.
And it happened.
Well, I do love the videos. I know we're going to talk a little bit more about that later, but I did see some of the artwork, the promo artwork, I think for SoundCloud, where it had Vice City, a scene from Vice City, and it had the writing that they used. I love that font. I don't know what the fuck that font is, but I love it, eh? And I sort of thought that would be cool if somehow he managed to do a video that just had random scenes from Vice City somehow. The game
I'm working
itself.
on it.
Yeah,
all right. I'm
working
on it.
Somebody left a comment saying, "Man, dude, this would be so good if they did another Vice City or something." I was like, "Fucking oath it would be. It'd fit perfectly, right?"
That's my major inspiration behind Synthwave. When I played Vice City on PlayStation 2, I would put the station on channel Emotion, which was the 80s soft Dreamwave station, and I would park the car, and I would turn the radio up in the house and do house chores. And people I lived with were like, "Oh my God, Brent does not stop. And, you know, this dude is obsessed." And I'm like, this is all I want to listen to. I want to feel good, so why wouldn't I play this music?
Well, my friends thought I was crazy because I'd be playing it, and, you know, we'd all be sitting around, and I'll be driving around. I've got a mission, right, lined up, and I've got like, you know, one of my Foreigner playing or something like that, and I'm driving around, and I drive straight past the mission. They're going, "Where are you going?" They're going, "Oh, I just want to hear the rest of this song." And they're all like looking at me going, "Fuck, are you crazy?" But I just enjoy. I just love driving around listening to the fucking music. So anyway.
Yep. It's the best, man. No, it's a vibe. It's all a vibe. This whole all the Synthwave with this album, I tried to give a vibe to it. You know, it's energy.
Now, I wanted to ask you about perhaps my favorite song on the album, "The Future Is Ours." An awesome collaboration with Home. Your vocals gel so perfectly with Home's sublime synth production on this one. Can you tell us a bit about the song and what it was like working with him?
Yes, I'm a huge fan. That Home's music is amazing. I've had that song like worked out, stuck in my head for months. That was the last song I recorded before I got sick, and I was actually almost writing a letter to myself from the future. If you like listen back to it, it's totally weird.
It's cool.
It's hard to get real personal on songs, but as a lyricist, it helps people. It brings them in when you do. And there's a lot of personal stuff in that song that I've gone through. Like, we've all gone through things in life. We've lost love. We've found love. And I said a lot on that song. That song is a personal favorite of mine forever. But I asked, I found home, you know, I listen to all their music, but I was on Bandcamp and I sent a message, and sure enough, I got one back and said, you know, go for it, you know, and I was like, that's it, I'm going, it's going to happen. And that song's really like about cutting through the force-fed fear we all face on a daily basis, because my music has a message, and I really don't like seeing people taken advantage of, and that song is very personal. And I say a lot of stuff on there, like I speak it to give it the power to peace, to overcome the fear and give strength to the weak. Like, there's some lines in that song that are my favorite lines I've ever wrote. Just, I love that song. I'm glad you love it, man. That makes me so excited. It's great.
How can I not?
Like, when you told me that was one of your favorite songs, I was like, yes, that's my favorite song on the album. One of them.
Well, let's give this awesome track a spin. This is Future Is Ours, produced by Home.
More than I should, found more when I did. You gotta put yourself out there to get what you give. You gotta like to live, so why wait for the day to do what you need to say what you gotta say. I hit play on my tapes and record and put it in the ether for you to absorb, to soak in your soul. I make it warm when the cold. I hit it the hearts and get fire up the frozen the light. If they can't hold back, I find my way to life and broke through the cracks. I spit hope on tracks and truth on wax, and hope it helps you live your life to the max. I speak it to give it the power to peace, to overcome the fear and give strength to the weak. How can I survive and watch them all cry when they think love's gone and the rivers run dry? I need them alive. It's a day sunrise, I can't stand to see them lost in the rain. It's a shame, but I don't shame them, I blame them. I know the game, and that's how they tame them and change them all every day in any way. Inside and out, and put your mind in a cage, your heart in a box, like the charm she never got. It's time we start to live and look past the clocks before it's gone. Love it while it's here, live in the now, rip off your rear view mirror. It's a gift, every moment is new, and you're here to create and make it come true. You'll see, once you plant the seed of what it is you want the world to be, it's yours to make, destroy, protect. You can see the worst or believe in the best. Yes, you can see the worst or believe in the best. Yes, you can see the worst or believe in the best. Yes, you can see the worst or believe in the best. It's a test, and it's all on you. You can try to hide, but it'll find you. You can try to hide, but it'll find you. You can try to hide, but it'll find you. The meaning of a dawn, why you saw what you saw and how much they mean. The moments that are small, the impact lasts. It's forever, it's better when we all make it together. Cause I'm not free if you're not free. That's why I do it not for me, but for we, for the team. For the future and the now, I give them the fuel that they give me in the crowd. Let's ride and get it while we can, and never let them take what's yours out your hands. Nah, never give in or up on yourself, but don't give in to the doubt or refuse to help. You gotta speak it to see it, the good and the great, and open up your eyes to see through the fake. Wide awake, we need you to be able to be who it is that you should be, and that's free from it all forms of control they use to own your soul. The invisible chains that cause the pain. I'm here to open up the sky and the clouds of rain. I let the sun in till the rays give life, and I give them my all until they take my life. That's right, I know what it'll cost, but it's worth it to help the lost.
You've also filmed some pretty cool music videos to go with some of the outstanding tracks on the album. It really is a nice touch to have some visuals to accompany your music. It's not a common thing in the scene, especially not actual videos of of the producers themselves. Usually it's like a montage of 80s stuff, but yours is like a proper... Anyway, can you tell us a bit about the videos? It really looks like you had a lot of fun making them.
I love making music videos. It brings the songs to life. And, in hip-hop, it can be a very saturated world where everybody's rapping. So years ago, I set out to reach more of the world using cinematography. And luckily, in my crew, I got a professional cinematographer who's a great friend of mine who taught me everything there is to know about it. And we continue to learn every day. But I was out in L.A. working when I shot the first music video, Come With Me If You Want to Live, out on Santa Monica Pier. And I was like, this is the perfect 80s setting. So while I was out there, we just shot and filmed. And then when I came home, I was like, we got to reenact scenes from the Terminator. So I went straight. I got the exact jacket from the movie, the shoes. I got it all. And I was like, we're going to shoot this. And the new music video we just dropped, the Kyle Reese theme, we do the exact intro scene from when Kyle Reese appeared in the movie.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was a blast. It was great. Now, if you've seen that music video, I do have to pull a gun on a police officer.
I saw that.
Just like in the movie.
I know.
So we're downtown, and we're like, well, this is gonna be crazy because if a cop sees us doing this, he's gonna shoot us.
You can't carry the gun around either. It's like
no. And we were really worried. Luckily it's a pellet gun, but they can't tell. It looks like a real gun. So if they saw us doing it, and what do you know? The cops came up to us and said, "What's going on?" And we said, "We're filming a movie." And they were like, "Okay, cool." And I have my buddy dressed up as a cop right there, and I think they thought he was a cop. And so he blocked the alley off for us, and we're like, "Oh my God!" So you get a little clip of him walking away in the music video. My buddy turned and filmed him, and then he drove off and we pulled it. But it's so much fun. It's great.
So cool.
I love that part of the synthwave community when they use any type of cinematography or there's so many ways to bring the music to life. But the artwork in the community and the music videos are growing, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, totally. Well, I'm sure there's more coming. I know by the sounds of it there is. So I also love the cover art for the album too. It looks like a scene from Terminator with Kyle Reese in the foreground and the electricity in the background from obviously time travel transportation. It does feature stunning, vivid colors. Is there anything you could tell us about it and who did it for you, please?
Yes, that is Mythical Vigilante right there with the skill set. And I love his music too. But that was I had pictures taken. And as you saw in the promo video, I think you saw where we used the drone and shot me standing over the city. And I wanted to put some of those pictures in there, and they had the idea. And Mythical Vigilante said, we'll turn you into an action figure. And I said, that's perfect. That's perfect. Let's do it. And when he started sending me pictures back, I was hooked. Now I'm thinking I should get them 3D rendered and sell the toys. You know what I'm saying? But I think the Terminator franchise might come after me. So, we'll see. But it would be so killer to have the toys for sale at a show. Like, that would be awesome.
Now, you've worked with Hello Meteor on 2 tracks now to great success. Honestly, I never would have thought your vocals would work so well with Hello Meteor's ambient style of production. But it really did. Honestly, I would have thought you're crazy, I was like, how's that going to work? But it fucking does. Now, what was it like working with him? I know Vince pretty well, and I think you guys have found something special here, and I hope you work together again in the future.
Man, I appreciate that. I bet, and as some people might think when they first hear it, like, well, what is this? And I know some people might not dig it, which is fine, but it comes from my soul. So the music is cinematic, and it almost sets a scene, which is what I prefer when I'm trying to create something. And that slow melodic, ambient style like you described just hits my soul. And I mean, I'm a huge fan of everything he does, and I could probably rap over every beat he has ever made, but they're amazing. I mean, I don't know how it happened, but it was like, it was like meant to be. But I love that, and I love all the songs on there, but those 2, like you said, they work together very smoothly.
I think it's your vocals with, I don't know, because these tracks are so atmospheric. It really creates that like a dark atmosphere, you know, from Terminator almost. So it really works well, I think.
Yeah, yep, and that's what I try and give the listener, because, and you know, everyone can listen to anyone talk about it, whatever, on their music, but if you can't feel it inside, like, it's hard for me to listen to music if I can't feel it, which is why I really love synthwave music, because I can feel it in my bones, and that's what I was trying to get across. And his beats just, you know, they hit me, and they're very hip hopish in a sense, evolutionary style, the way that hip hop has kind of evolved. Those beats are just, they're money.
Your album and producer name is hugely influenced by the movie Terminator. The album was even released on May the 12th, the day when Kyle Reese came back in time to protect Sarah. I love the angle you have taken, and how fucking good is the Terminator movie.
That's it. That's right. Well, I mean, my music is resistance oriented. As I say, I speak for truth and hope in a world of doubt and deception. So my music is very, cutting edge with the revolutionaries out there who just want people to be free and left alone, because that's all I want. And Kyle Reese, you know, he just came to warn him. I came back in time. I came from 2029 to 1984. My voice is a weapon against the war. And that, you know, I'm here now. It's like, it's weird to see that movie, you know, be kind of that prophetic as it was. And the franchise, you know, it's evolved, but even in the new movie, they touched on a lot of time travel, which I love time travel. I'm a big fan of that. I don't really believe in limits in life, Marco. I like limitless beings and us being able to at least, you know, thrive and try. Who are we if we don't try in life? You know, you will never know if we don't try. So I don't like when they try and box humanity in, or, you know, hold us back with thoughts, or we got to figure it out. So I love that idea of it all. And it ended up working out well. And that's who I am. I'm Kyle Reese. I totally have taken it on. I wear the shoes, and I almost wear the jacket everywhere I go.
What's next for Kyle Reese? Anything you have up and coming, or that you have planned for the future you could tell us about, please?
As of right now, I just want to really try and get as many people I know out there aware of the music that I credit to saving my life, which is Synthwave. I don't know. I see a huge opportunity for everyone out there who, you know, makes and creates art. And I know there's struggle because I've done it for so long, but I love helping other artists. Like you mentioned, I do the cinematography work. I have a base, you know, of people who care about the world, who listen to my music, and I love putting them onto the sound. I've dropped 80s inspired music before in the past, but nothing like this. And really, I just want to try and, you know, get people to see what's going on in the synthwave world. And I really think that there is a chance for people to do shows with this. There's a retro arcade that just opened up in my town that I've been talking to about doing a show there, which would be awesome. I'm going to be recording. I mean, I don't ever stop recording. I'll have projects coming, as always, music videos, but I'm going to drop another special music video for this album, but I might be able to put together even more music videos for this album, which would be awesome because it's going to be like a movie.
Oh, that's so cool, dude. It sounds like exciting shit coming up for you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm lucky to be here, but why not have fun with it, you know?
Nah, that's it, mate. You're gonna have fun on the way.
That's right.
Probably my last question. I also wanted to ask you about your collaboration with Synthetix LA Dreams, Born Free, a classic Synthetix track with your awesome rapping added to it. Works so well, I can't even listen to the original anymore. It feels like it's missing something. It features a strong, positive, and powerful message through your vocals. It's hard not to feel inspired by this one. Can you tell us what it was like working with Kevin? And well done on the awesome song, man.
Hey, thanks, man. That means a lot, man, because he's probably maybe my favorite musician in the world right now. And to get him to say, go for it, you know, he said, I'd be honored if you did it. And I have probably 11 songs of his I literally had worked on and could rap over, but I was like, you know, I can't, you know, just do all. let me just try one. And so he said, yeah, go for it. And I had the song in the works and started composing it, and when I started recording, I rewrote a lot of it, and I loved how the hook came out. And the response I'm getting on the album from a lot of people, everybody has different stuff they like, but a lot of people have really mentioned that song. But that was like a dream come true, because like I said, he's one of my favorite musicians out there. And I just appreciate everyone out there who has shown love for the album and, you know, loves that song and supports all these synthwave producers that are on the album, because they're amazing.
Kevin's a really cool guy. He's easy to work with too, and he's pretty open-minded, so that's really cool.
And he never stops dropping music. He's always dropping music.
He's phenomenal, isn't he?
Yeah, he's inspiring, man, because he's always dropping music.
I think it's time to go through some links then. We've got Kyle Reese on Facebook, which is just Blooded the Brave. Easy enough to find there. Then we've got Blooded the Brave on SoundCloud. You can follow him there, and all his music's up there. He's also got his Bandcamp, where his awesome new album is available, and his previous works as well, and that's at bloodedthebrave.bandcamp.com. There's his YouTube channel as well, Blooded the Brave, with no spaces. If you want to check out some of his cool videos, there's also his awesome website, bloodedthebrave.com, which will take you to a lot of the other links that we've mentioned. It is worth checking out. It's nice. It's very professionally done, very easy to use. Was there any other links you wanted to share? What about Twitter or Instagram?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. I'm all over there. I talk to everybody on there. It's at Blooded the Brave. And you'll see my name is Kyle Reese on there. And you can find me on Instagram at Blooded the Brave, or you can hashtag Kyle Reese, and you will see me anywhere and everywhere that name is out. I think the actors are going to get mad that I took over that name and became the official real Kyle Reese.
Now, was there any thanks or shout-outs you'd like to give before we say goodbye?
Yeah, man. Shout out to you, first of all, because I tune into this show every Monday at work for the last year, and I love it. And people at my work listen, and I try and get everyone I know to listen to synthwave music just so they can feel better about life. Tons of producers and musicians out there in the community. Celery, Wave Shaper, Robert Parker, Mythical Vigilante, Absinthe, Demi K, Hello Meteor, Home, First Impressions. Without You, I'm Hunting Them. The Midnight is a huge influence of mine. Makeup and Vanity Set is a huge influence. Dream Fiend, FM84, The Encounter, Delora. I could go on. I'm like the biggest fan of this genre. So I love all you dudes out there, and if you need anything, contact me and I will hook you up. I will help anyone in this community.
It's been great chatting with you finally, Kyle. Thanks for joining us on the show and for sharing yourself with us. And congrats on the awesome new album.
Thank you.
All right, well, let's play the track we're talking about. This is Born Free, produced by Celery LA Dreams. Thanks, buddy. See ya.
Peace.
Took a long road, took a long walk. I seen a lot, but it took a lot. I wouldn't have it any other way, cause I'm here today to say I seen the way. No way will I ever forget, and I ain't looking back, I put my life on this. Now more than ever, forever I'll be who I was born to be, and that's free, yeah. It's ours, our fate, our life, our time, and the risk we gotta take if we want it to be more than hype, and really wanna see what it's like to own ourselves, to rule ourselves. Real freedom, that's the wealth, that's the truth and the prize inside. If you open it up, your mind, you'll find the things you lost, the words you forgot, cause it ain't real if you can't walk that talk. Nothing really means nothing at all if you can't hear the truth when it calls. Pick it up, that's your life on the line, calling you to tell you that it's your time. Time to shine and walk the line, and if you don't seek, then you'll never find. I tried and at least I learned. I never would've known if I never got burned. If you never felt pain, you can say you're alive. Well, you can, but you're living a lie, and that ain't life, and that ain't real. I'll tell you what it is, it's where you can feel gone in a flash, so don't blink. Take the time to take it in and think what it is you need to miss. Don't say you're living if you won't take the risk. It's far from living if you aren't really alive, and nobody is if they're lost inside, locked inside, or trapped behind walls that you built in your very own mind. Held back, you were made for that. You were built for more, and that's a fact. It's yours, your life, your soul, your hopes, your dreams. You are gold, it's yours. Everything you hold, feel like gold, like gold. Yes, they should shine like gold. In the heart and mind, we're all worth it all. So don't give up the fight, cause we will shine like stars at night, like gold. Yes, they should shine like gold. In the heart and mind, we're all worth it all. So don't give up the fight, cause we will shine like stars at night, like gold. I want them all to shine just like they should, yeah, all the time. Cause there's too much doubt and too much hate. Serve to us all, they put it all in our face, that's cold. They keep our hearts on ice, fall from the flame that gives us life. But we need that heat for our hearts to beat. So I ride these beats and feed them that fire, that passion they deserve. I'm here to give life with these words, these quotes of hope. I hope helps some way or give you the strength to find a way. Don't give up, it's yours to hold. Your life, your dreams, don't let go. It's who you are, what's in your soul. That's all you need and you'll shine like gold.